Okay, I want to review your word problem from yesterday, which says a square has a perimeter of 40 inches and says how long is each side. So I noticed in your work you were solving, you drew a diagram of the square, which is great. And so now let's just make sure we first need to make sure we input our information correctly into our diagram. I noticed that you had some inputs of 8, 10, and 5 around the square, and I first think we need to review the attributes of a square. So remember, a square has these two main attributes: 4 right angles, and all of the sides are the same length. So I see in your diagram you have the sides at different lengths, so we need to make sure that all of them are the same. So that means I'm going to show this congruent symbol for each one. These are all the same size. So if this is one length, it's going to be the same length here, here, and here. And now let's go back to our information. So now that we're understanding the attributes of a square, we know that a square has a perimeter of 40 inches. So that means if I start here and I go all the way around and I'm measuring all of this around the square and I add it all up together, that is going to equal 40 inches. So I'm going to put that into an equation to help me think about it a little bit more. That means I have this side here, side here, side here, side here, and all of these s's will have the same exact value. I'm going to add s1, s plus s plus s plus s. I'm going to go further and labeling each side. Side 1, side 2, side 3, side 4. And I know that when I add all these up, they have to equal 40. Well, now I can see that I'm adding the same number 4 times right here. So I'm going to rewrite that now into an equation where I'm really just, when I have that repeated addition, I'm adding the same number 4 times. I'm taking that number and I'm multiplying it by 4. So now I'm thinking, well, what number multiplied by 4 equals 40? Knowing my tens facts, I can count up 10, 20, 30, 40. Okay, so if I count by tens, 10 times 4 equals 40. So that means this s equals 10. So each side would have to be 10 inches. I can double check my work to make sure that's correct by putting it back into my original equation up here. Adding 10 4 times. 10 plus 10 plus 10 plus 10, does that equal 40? 10 plus 10 is 20, 10 plus 10 is 20. That equals 40. So now I can write my sentence to answer my question, which is how long is each side? Each side is 10 inches long. So now I want you to use this strategy to solve your problem of today, which you're going to be finding the length of one side of a square again, given the information of the perimeter. Make sure you remember the attributes of a square. There's 4 right angles. All of the sides are the same length. And so then use that equation of the perimeter to help you solve for the length of one side.